Hey friends, what is going on? Happy Sunday morning. It's your girl Mel. I'm coming to you live from my kitchen right outside St. Louis, Missouri. It's almost 11:45 on Sunday morning. Happy day. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to be back with you guys. Yesterday I took off to do some Christmas shopping. Dee and I, with Dee is my husband, we went out for dinner last night. Our anniversary is this week, but we have plans. We don't really have plans, but we have kid basketball games. So we decided to just go out to dinner on Saturday. And it was amazing. We went to a local pizza joint that we stumbled across over the summer. It was really, really good. I was looking forward to it all week. And then got home and basically went to bed. So here we are. It's Sunday. The kids have been at softball practice and baseball, hitting lessons and catcher lessons and all the things. We have an exciting afternoon plan. So we're going to be making gingerbread houses. I got some friends coming over. And then we're going to go drive around and look at lights with the dogs tonight. So I'm going to show you guys this new dip that I found. It's a crock pot recipe. It's going to be perfect for today because we're going to be able to snack on it this afternoon when we're making gingerbread houses. And so I'm really excited. It's like kind of a very popular dip, but with a little spin. So I'm excited to show you guys that. So as you're popping on, say hey, say hi. If you're catching me on the live, that means you can see the live button right there. Drop a 1. If you're catching me on the replay, do hashtag replay. So sorry I missed you. But thanks for catching the replay. Just to catch you guys up to speed, today is day 8 of the 12 Days of Christmas Cooking Series. So for 12 days, I'm bringing you guys lazy keto inspired sweet treats and party side dishes that you can take to parties to stay on track this holiday season. So I am lazy keto. That means I focus on eliminating versus tracking. I don't do strict keto, so I don't track macros. I don't have nutritional values of my recipes. I'll literally just focus on like, tell me what I can and cannot eat. So lazy keto is about eliminating bread, pasta, processed foods, and sugars, and focusing on protein, veggies, fruits, and fats, okay? And there are specific lists if you're like super intentional with your wellness journey. But I also like to say at the end of the day, fruits and vegetables were not the reason I weighed almost 350 pounds. And so just kind of be, mindful about that. So anyways, if you have not gotten your free digital cookbook, make sure you put cookbook in the comments. If you are new to following me, you have to send me a friend request and a message. Facebook is not allowing me to send first messages to people. We've sent out a lot of messages, like hundreds and hundreds of people have gotten this free digital cookbook. So Facebook doesn't like that sometimes. And so if you are new to following me, put new in the comments, but also send me a message and a friend request, all right? And tell me that you want the cookbook and we will get it sent to you. And so that's what we've got going on. We're also doing giveaways. So later on today, I'm going to be drawing 3 winners from the last 3 videos. You have 24 hours to interact with the video. You get an entry into a drawing for commenting. So right when I say like, hey, let me know where you're coming in from. When you say where you're coming in from, that's an entry into the drawing. I'm going to ask you what did you guys do this weekend? Have you done anything fun? When you respond to that with a comment, you get an entry into the drawing. See how easy that is? You literally don't have to do anything but interact with the videos. I love my job. I love what I do. I sell an online supplement, and I've talked about that a lot, but I also love all of the additional things I do, like bringing you guys recipes and tips and tricks, all things focused around lazy keto and what helped me drop 100 pounds in 8 months, okay? And so this is kind of a give back for all of the support, because maybe you don't want to try ketones, or maybe you don't want to buy from me. Like, that's fine, right? But like you interacting with my videos, by you watching me, by you sending me messages, all of that stuff, it helps me every single day, because it helps get me out a little bit further. It helps my confidence a little bit more. It helps my platforms grow. And so I just want to do a little give back for that. So every day with the videos, you get entries into the drawing by interacting with my video. And then if you share me out, you get 5 additional entries. So I just have to see where you shared me out. So share it to your friends, your family. You guys are doing amazing with that. Like, some of my videos have like over 50 shares, and it's mind blowing that you guys love me that much to like tell the world. And so just keep doing that, because I love my job. So anyways, enough of that. We're going to make a Fiesta spinach dip in the crock pot. Okay. So if you guys are new to following me, just know that like life for me is not perfect. I forget ingredients a lot. I mismeasure sometimes. You guys like message me and you're like, Mel, you used the wrong amount. And I'm like, okay, it's cool, right? I'm far from perfect. I'm just a normal wife and mom of 2 that kind of cracked the code on my wellness journey by following Lazy Keto, kind of figuring out keeping it so simple. And I like to bring that to you, but I'm still human and I still am not perfect. So if you're looking for a perfect cook, that is not me. But I do love to share everything that I can. Okay. So this recipe I found, I have not tried it, but I included it in the recipe, lineup because it sounds amazing. And I think that it's going to be really good. Like, I'm pretty confident that it is. So we're going to go ahead and get going. I like to keep things pretty simple. So there are a lot of ingredients, but you literally just dump it in your crock pot. That's all you do. So I'm like, we can do this, right? So everything is just going to go right into our crock pot. So the first thing we're going to do is 9 ounces of spinach. And if you guys have any questions for me, please just drop them in the comments. I will answer them, or my VIPs, if you're a VIP, shout yourself out. They can help me answer questions too for you guys. And so, we are an amazing community. The Mel Keto, VIPs are the most amazing humans ever. And, I just love having a group of people that I can kind of travel through life with on this journey. And, this is not wanting to open. Let me get some scissors. I just like having people with like goals in mind. Like, you know, I lost 100 pounds of fat in 8 months, but like it is frozen. It just goes right in. It says that fresh does work, but it says 9 ounces of frozen spinach right in the crock pot. So, anyways, even though I lost 100 pounds of fat in 8 months, like, things don't get fixed, okay? So am I the smallest that I was back in 2019? No, but like, I'm nowhere near where I was, and I'm making huge progress, both on like my physical transformation, but my mental one as well. So, I'm addicted to food, okay? I love food. I love flavors. I'll try something once. I am an emotional eater, so I eat when I'm happy. I eat when I'm sad. I eat when I'm excited. I eat when I'm mad. I know that you guys can relate to that. And so like, I'm an emotional eater. That just doesn't go away, right? And I had an unhealthy relationship with food for so long that like, I was the person who was picking out carrots, like shredded carrots, out of my salads when we go out to restaurants because I was like, this is not keto, but like, it's okay, right? And it's taken me 3.5 years to kind of navigate through this journey and get to the point I am so right now. So like, don't think that this is going to happen quickly for you guys. This is a journey. And so like, I don't pick out my carrots out of my salad anymore because you know what? Carrots were not my problem. And so those are the things that we kind of help each other with over this wellness journey. Okay. So anyways, okay. Now we're going to add 1 block of cream cheese. And it didn't even say softened cream cheese. It just said cream cheese. So we're just going to open it and we're going to put it right in. I know, right? I picked out carrots. I don't like to admit it, but I did. But like, you know what? It's going to be okay. A little 6 pieces of shredded carrots in your side salad at a restaurant is not your problem. That's what I keep having to tell myself all the time. And like, we're not here to go from unhealthy eating habits to creating unhealthy eating habits. We're here to make this a journey and we're here to make this a lifestyle because anybody can do it. And when I started in 2019, y'all, there were not hardly any recipes out there that followed the Lazy Keto lifestyle. So Lazy Keto is about eliminating, right? Don't eat these foods, eat these foods. And so over the last 3 years, the keto community has come together and the amount of recipes out there are crazy. I have so much, and I know that you guys follow a lot of people who also make a lot of recipes. And I love that a lot of them are even my friends, and we just share things all the time. So anyways, next we're doing about 3 cups of shredded cheddar. That's the other thing. People come at me all the time because I use shredded cheese in a bag, right? And they're like, that's not keto. Y'all, everything I show you guys are things that I have incorporated into my journey over the last 3 years. I have had great success, and I only buy bagged cheese, okay? I buy what's cheap. I buy what's on sale. Every time I go to shred my own cheese, I always mess up my knuckles. I hate it. It's always either too much cheese or not enough cheese. Like, it's just more of a headache for me. It stresses me out sometimes. I know that's really crazy to like think about shredding cheese stresses you out, but it does. And so with bags of cheese, that's just what I do. So if you're a strict keto person and you want to message me and say that's not true keto, it's not. It works. Okay, it's proven to work. I've had regular cheese, so you guys can have that. Okay, bagged cheese. I'm not going to argue with people on the internet about bagged cheese. Oh, I got to open this real fast. Give me just a minute. It won't even take a minute. I forgot to open this. Hold on, I'm coming back, friends. Okay, so we're gonna add 1 can of Rotel right to here. So far we've done spinach, cream cheese, regular cheese, Rotel. Yeah, we got lazy keto. Yeah. Get out of here with your strict keto mindset, because that ain't me. Okay, next we're gonna do some minced garlic. It says a tablespoon. Perfect. See, we've bought this minced garlic. How many recipes have we used for minced garlic? See, we're doing smarter, not harder, right? So this is something that you can use for multiple recipes, but we still have so much of it left, all right? All right, then we're gonna do chopped jalapenos. I actually don't have those either. But I do have a kid who puts away, okay, I have a kid that puts away the dishes and it's never in the same spot. All right, so we're gonna just take out a few of these. So how much do we need? 2 tablespoons. Okay. So we're just gonna like take out 2 spoonfuls and we're just gonna kind of dice them up ourselves. These are potent. I've never ever used Rotel until I met Mel. It was amazing. Oh yeah. You know how I always use Rotel? A block of Velveeta cheese and a can of Rotel. It's like that cheese dip. You've never made that? Gil, that was something that like was the easiest little recipe to like put together for a party, like at work. People always do that cheese dip. It's just Velveeta cheese and Rotel. And then you can do like chips or whatever. I haven't made that in so long because you could have it with pork rinds, but I don't know. There's just better things out there now. Okay. So we're just going to kind of dice these up. I should probably use a cutting board. Somebody will probably swipe up in my messages and be like, you should use a cutting board. People are very judgy this week. It's okay. All right. So we're going to add those and then we're going to wash our hands really good. Because have you guys ever touched your eyes with jalapeno juice? It's horrible. It's like the worst feeling ever. Okay. Then we're going to do a 1/2 teaspoon of some seasonings. Now, it calls for dried cilantro. I don't have that, so I'm not adding it. Okay? So you can add it if you want. I'm not really sure 1/2 teaspoon of dried cilantro is going to make or break this recipe. But I'm not using it. So just so you know. And I'm not going to measure either. All right? So it's 1/2 teaspoon of each of these next spices. But if you don't care to measure, you don't have to. So we're just going to add some salt. We're going to add some pepper. Okay. Then we're going to add some paprika. Okay. We're going to add some chili powder. And all of this is typed out in the recipe book. So if you don't have your copy of the digital cookbook, put cookbook in the comments and we will get it to you. Onion powder. And then dried cilantro. And then we're going to do just a little bit of cumin. Chili dog casserole. Yes. Pammy. It's so good. It's so good. All right. So then we've got our cumin. And then we're going to do 1/2 a cup of sour cream. Which is probably going to be the rest of this if I had to. Yep. Okay. So it's basically the rest of this. We had this for chili night. So we're just going to squirt the rest of this in here. It says add all ingredients except for green onions. So we do have green onions as well. And so at the end, we'll top it with green onion. All right. Now, it doesn't say to mix it. So let me know in the comments. Should I mix it or leave it? Should I like leave it and let it cook for a little bit and then mix it, or mix it now? What do you guys think I should do? Do you guys have any questions for me? I don't eat jalapenos. Well, I don't either, Carol. Like, I can't eat jalapenos, but I'm going to put them in the recipe. I'm always going to try everything as is the first time. But if you don't want to add them, don't add them. I kind of feel like this is a recipe that like you can kind of like manipulate a little bit with seasonings and spices, and the jalapenos you can leave out. But also the jalapenos might cook down and you might not even taste them. But it's, since I've never ever made it, I'm going to try it as is. That's what I usually do. Like, as I'm making new recipes, I would definitely have like ideas in my head of how I would change them. But okay, so you guys are all basically saying mix it. Okay, let me get a spoon. That's why I love you guys, because you guys are all on the same page. You guys all say the same thing. Okay. Got a spoon. Yeah, you guys are all saying mix it. Okay, so we're gonna mix it. Of course, the spinach and the cream cheese are solid. But it'll probably help like the mixes, right? Oh, Linda's the only one who said leave it and stir it at the end. Oh, well. We're just gonna mix it. And then this is what it's gonna look like when it's done. Doesn't that look so good? And then you can choose to eat it with, I don't think it'll be good with vegetables. I don't think, but I don't know, because celery, I usually eat spinach dip with celery. But I think this is gonna be good with pork rinds. And then your family who's not following lazy keto is gonna eat it with chips. But also, like, if you're going to a party and you wanna like have a good time and you're like on your wellness journey, but you're not like mental about it, then like have a few chips and like be okay with it. And if you drink ketones, just drink extra ketones when you get home. Drink extra ketones before you go. Like, those are the days where you should drink extra ketones. But like, it's also okay. It's okay. So I just finished up 75 hard, like 2 weekends ago, right? And we're going to start up 75 hard again at the beginning of January because we're going to the Bahamas and like, we just feel better. Listen, y'all, we feel real good when we have a routine. Like, it sucks to do 2 walks a day. It sucks to try to get in 128 ounces of water. Like, all of that is hard, right? But like, it challenges us, it pushes us. And at the end of the day, we feel really good. Our bodies feel good. We're sleeping better, right? And so these 2 weeks between, we're kind of cheating a little bit. All right. And I'm okay with that because I was so disciplined and I'm going back to be so disciplined and it's a lifestyle for me. But like, I'm going to cheat and I'm just going to drink extra ketones. I'm going to do all the other things. I'm going to drink my water. I'm going to go for my walks. I'm going to do fasting where I'm only going to eat within an 8-hour window. I'm going to drink extra ketones, right? I'm going to do all these other things. And if my diet is a little whack, it's going to be okay, right? And then I'm just going to transition right back into being more disciplined when I want to be intentional in that time period. So like when we're doing 75 hard, we're going to the Bahamas in February. Are we going to do 75 hard in the Bahamas? No, we're going to enjoy cocktails and we're going to have good food. And then when we get back, we're going to just start over on day 1. Like, that's our plan. And so as long as you have a plan, that's what's going to be the most successful people always have a plan. Like, that's going to be your key, is to set yourself up for success. So yes, we can make our own chips with lavish bread or tortilla chips. Kayla had some chips at the wedding she went to. So do drinking all the water flush the ketones out? No. You want to drink, the more water you drink, the better. I mean, you don't want to like get excessive, right? So I shoot for 100 to 128 ounces of water. When I was almost 350 pounds, I could not drink 175 ounces of water. That's crazy to me. Like, they say drink half of your body weight in ounces of water. 175 ounces of water, that's like, no, it made me feel gross. So 100 to 128 ounces of water. Whatever your water goal is, it just needs to be consistent. Toby! Do you guys hear him? He's like scratching at the back door. He doesn't need to go outside. He does not need food. He does not need water. He literally just wants me to sit on the couch so he can sit on my lap. Like, that's it. He's just trying, he's like an attention seeker. Like, stop scratching on the door. I don't know if you guys could hear that or not. But anyways, drinking whatever your water goal is, it just has to be what you do consistently every single day. Does that make sense? Hopefully it makes sense. And so my first family Christmas yesterday, and I made me an extra heavy Libby. I drank it on the way because it's so good. Yes. Oh no, poor baby him. No, look at this dog. I don't even think you guys can see him. Yeah, he's like right under my feet. No, poor dog. We literally laid in bed all morning while everybody was gone. Me and Toby and Tucker, Tucker and I laid in bed, and he snuggled right here. The other day he scratched up my face. He is not a poor baby. He gets more than enough attention. They're looking at you, Toby. Look, there. I know. You guys can't see him. There's Tucker. He's a good dog. Anyways, I hope all this stuff makes sense for you guys. So, drink the water. Drink the ketones if you want to. If you guys don't have ketones and you want to, like, I would love to be your girl. Make the food. Live your best life. Be disciplined. Stay patient and consistent every single day. Which of the Mexican ketones are your favorite? Naranja, is that the name of the orange one? Yes. That's my favorite one. I like to drink that every night. Some people drink it in the afternoon. The things with Mexican ketones are either you love them or you hate them. So some of them are pretty sour, but some people like that flavor, right? I just love the orange. I love the orange so much. So I drink it pretty much every single night. I make ketones. I take a hot shower. I drink my ketones. I read. I go to bed. Literally, my routine is the same all the time. Like, I'm going to be meal planning later today for this week. It's a holiday week. The kids are going to be home. We're cheating a little bit, right? So, that schedule might be off a little bit, but like for me, it's patience and consistency every single day. So I make a lot of the same recipes, throughout the month. I make a lot of the same snacks. I do a lot of the same mousses. I do a lot of the same stuff because it's just patience and consistency, right? So if you're just now starting on your wellness journey, or maybe like January 1st is your day one, all right? I highly suggest, if I could give you any advice, it would be create daily habits and routines. And for 30 days, work on making those daily habits and routines, right? So like, you need a water goal. You need a movement goal. You need to figure out how you're going to eat. You got to figure out if you're going to do fasting or not, because a lot of people can't do fasting because of medicine and health problems and stuff like that. And that's fine, right? But you have to figure out what works best for you. And then you have to work at making it a habit. What happens is, okay, let me tell you guys this. And I think this makes sense so much. You guys decide that on January 1st, you're going to, okay, maybe you're deciding that tomorrow, a Monday, is going to be your day one, all right? Just hypothetically, tomorrow's day one. So for like the last 5 days, you have had all of your last. You're like, I know I'm going to be lazy keto. This is my time. So I'm giving up soda, and I'm giving up pizza, and I'm giving up burgers and fries, and I'm giving up ice cream, and I'm giving up my favorite candy, and I'm not going to drink, and I'm not going to do any of these things, right? But like for the last week or 5 days, you're like, I'm going to go and have my last Chinese meal. I'm going to go and have my last night of margaritas. I'm going to go and eat my last candy bar, right? And you do this for 5 days. And then Monday comes, tomorrow comes, and you start implementing new habits. And so you're like, okay, I drank all my water. I went for a walk. I did fasting. I drank my ketones, and I ate really good. And you do that Monday, and you wake up on Tuesday, and there's not really movement on the scale, right? And you're like, okay, but I've only done it for 1 day. Well, then you do it Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday, and then Friday you get on the scale and you're like, this doesn't work. I've not lost any weight, and it's just not for me. And then by the weekend you go back to having more drinks and food or whatever. You fall off. You guys, your body needs to have time to catch up to your mind, right? So your body still has to process through all the food and crap that you ate leading up to your day one. So like, there's tons of articles out there. Take example, protein. A lot of people eat a lot of protein, okay? And with lazy keto, it's low carb, moderate protein, high fat. But most people eat too much protein. The average person, it takes 2 to 5 days for your body to process through protein. So like, if you ate a lot of protein leading up to day one, and then you spent your first 5 days doing everything to a T, your body still might not have even fully processed all the food that you ate the week before. Like, I don't think people realize that. And so stay off the scale. The scale is a good gauge of progress, okay? But if you're not drinking enough water and all of a sudden for 5 days you drink a whole bunch of water, your body is holding on to that because 80% of humans are severely dehydrated. So if you went from drinking almost mostly soda, coffee, tea to drinking all water, your body is holding on to that because it doesn't think that you're going to consistently give it to it. All right. So your body, your fat cells, your body is holding on to the water for at least 5 days. And then if you consistently drink water, eventually it will release it. It's called the whooshing effect. It's a real thing. Google it. WHOOSH, the whoosh effect. It's literally a real thing, right? But your body is holding on to the water because it doesn't think it's going to get any more. So it's like a squirrel that's hoarding nuts for winter, right? It's preparing itself to like keep it in that state. And so you just have to like give your body time, which is why I say when you're on a wellness journey, whatever your day one is, for 30 days, focus on habits. Are you going to drink water consistently every day? Maybe you will, but most people don't. Are you going to go outside and walk every single day? Maybe you will, but most people don't, especially if it's cold. You have every excuse in the book. Oh, my body hurts. I'm too tired. It's too cold outside. It's too windy outside. I don't have enough time in a day to do that. I'm too busy with my schedule. I can't do that. Like all those excuses, right? So you have to navigate through 30 days of pushing through those excuses, right? You have bad habits that you've created for so long. For me, it was eating the food off of my kids' plates while I was cleaning off the table. So like I would catch myself in the beginning still eating the french fries and the chicken nuggets that they had on their plate because I was throwing it away. And it was just a habit that I had created that I've done for years and years and years that I had to like break, right? I would find myself standing at the microwave popping popcorn in my first 30 days in 2019 because I had done that every single night for years. And then I would be standing there and my kids would come in and they're like, "Are you making popcorn?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And they're like, "I thought you were doing lazy keto." And I was like, "Oh my gosh." I didn't even realize it, right? So you have to like break those habits too. And so it's not going to happen overnight. Like keto is not going to solve all your problems in 2 weeks, right? But lazy keto, the lazy keto lifestyle and having support and accountability with Melby's VIPs and all the people that are like pushing through those moments of weakness, right? Those are the things that are going to help you propel you into the right direction and keep you on track. So like, I really want you guys to hear my heart on this. Like this lifestyle, this product, this whole like journey, it works, right? And there are people who are like, "I can't do that. My doctor said no." Tell me, put me on, don't do this, but put me on the phone with a doctor who's telling you can't have protein, 3 to 7 cups of vegetables a day, 1 cup of berries a day, and incorporating good fats like nuts, avocado oil, fish, peanut butter, right? Put me in line with the doctor that's going to tell you that's bad for you. That's an excuse. You don't want to do this lifestyle because you're scared of something and you've got to push through that, right? So like, I don't want to talk to anybody's doctor, so don't get me on the phone with a doctor, but lazy keto is about protein, 3 to 7 cups of vegetables a day, 1 cup of berries a day, and incorporating good fats. And doing that every single day. And we eat peas. We eat peas and we leave our shredded carrots in our salad when we go out to eat. Okay? This isn't strict keto. This isn't counting macros. This isn't eating handfuls of cream cheese. This isn't doing anything like that. This is literally creating a routine that is realistic to continue on day in and day out for a long time, right? Do we eat peppermint chill blizzards from Dairy Queen? Yes. Do we eat them every day? No. Do we eat them all year? No. We save them for special moments, right? Do we give up McDonald's French fries for a little bit to eventually have McDonald's French fries? Yes. Right? But like, we really need to be smart about it. All right? It's a lifestyle change, right? You have to give up things for a little while to then be able to incorporate things back because the problem is that we're out of control. I used to be able to eat a whole pizza by myself, all right? We would order Pizza Hut, and I would want a sausage pizza, and I'm the only person in my family that likes sausage pizza. So I felt compelled to eat the whole thing because they were like, not going to eat it, and I couldn't throw it away, so I would eat the whole pizza myself, right? Then I gave it up for 8 months, incorporated new recipes of pizza so I could have my pizza fix. And now when I go out to eat, I still get a sausage pizza, but my mind is different. So last night, Dee and I got our own small pizzas. I ate half of mine. I put it in a box. It's in the fridge in the garage. Maybe I eat it, maybe I don't, right? But I enjoyed it when I was eating it, and it's there if I want it again, but like, I'll be okay throwing it away if I don't. Where the old Mel would be like, you have to eat the whole thing today and not bring it home because nobody's gonna eat it. So like, I hope that like, you guys kind of hear my heart on that. I'm not a doctor, I'm not a medical professional. I don't know your personal situation, but like, I just want you guys to realize that like, strict keto and lazy keto are not the same thing. We're not here to like, be crazy about our diet and routines. We're literally here just to do things we know we should be doing every single day. Drinking water, moving our body, eating better, repeat, and working on our mind a little bit as well. So hopefully that makes sense. I think there was like, I kind of blacked out for a minute. Okay. So sorry about your loss, Brittany, but yes, we are here for you. And like, there are so many things that are hard about right now, right? So there's lots of people that are sick. There's lots of, like, the circle of life is happening, right? There's just lots of things happening. I get all of that, which is why our group is so amazing, because we're here to lift each other up, because we're not all up at the same time. So I think that's all I got for you guys. I went on a little tangent. We were just supposed to be making some spinach dip. My crock pot's over there, so we stirred it up. All right, we're gonna put this lid on there. We're gonna plug in the crock pot, and we're gonna cook it on high for 2 hours. We're gonna probably stir it halfway through, and then we're gonna enjoy it. So that's what I got. Hopefully I didn't make anybody mad. Gummy bear is on the site, not 50% off, but it is on sale. It's really good. So if you need information on ketones. So Sue, it's in the 12 Days of Christmas Cooking Series digital cookbook. So if you need your free copy, put cookbook in the comments or send me a message and put cookbook, and we will get it sent to you. My assistant's helping me today because I'm busy. I'm a busy bee. So I have an assistant that's helping me. Yeah, turn on the crock pot. All right. Well, I'm going to jump off here. If you guys need anything at all, let me know. There are some trials available on my trial site. It's really good. It's like heart tart, but like not as strong. And yeah. All right. Well, enjoy your Sunday, friends. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.